we just finished our first kickoff of a 30-day sales and intake challenge. And what I love most about that is the law firms that we had on there, whether client service coordinator, virtual assistants, true non-attorney salespeople, the emails that I got after week 1, session 1. We launched on Monday. By Tuesday morning, I had emails saying, will you clarify where I'm supposed to upload our intake scripts, our attorneys' marketing videos for your review? Like, these people are showing up 100%, asking the right questions. I'm getting emails about call clarity and conversion certainty, saying, okay, am I tracking existing client calls or just PNCs, prospective new leads? I'm talking about new, fresh prospects who have not entered your world yet. This is who we are reaching out to. This is who we're tracking. So often, law firms are so busy, so overwhelmed, but we ain't got no money in the bank. And we're like, receptionist, client service, like the phone's ringing off the hook. I'm trying. No, we want to know existing leads, because guess what? If we're all busy and stressed out and phone's ringing off the hook with existing clients, it tells us exactly where we're in this vicious cycle of just busy equals important. So no, we want just prospects. That's it. Cancellations and reschedules. Questions I'm getting. Do we track the number of cancellations for existing client appointments? I'm like, no. Great question. We want to be tracking just PNCs at book sales meetings, initial consultations, so we can give that information back to marketing to say, yeah, you're generating all these leads, but they're not committed. And we can look at where do we need to charge for consultations? Do we need to have cancellation fees? Do we need to do a better job educating people in our workshops and things in nature why you don't want to cancel and reschedule? It's so great because this is a sales and intake challenge, not everything pre-engagement, pre-retainer. And so people get fuzzy and muddy with the difference between clients and prospects. So often I'll have people saying, well, we have 5 new clients this week. You have 5 signed engagement agreements and checks in hand? No, but they said they're going to hire us. They're not a client yet. Cold, hard, cash, and signed engagement agreement. So I love the questions. We're getting questions about, okay, dialing for dollar campaigns and client care call campaigns and back from the dead calls. What are, how are we tracking this? I assume, I'm like, yeah, think of these as your second chance gold mines. These touches are to PNCs, prospective new clients who have raised their hand and showed interest in one shape or form. Workshop attendees, past cancellations, past reschedules. They haven't hired you yet. They're clicking on your blog consistently, your newsletter. This is where consistent follow-up lives. And I'm talking about in this challenge, the phone will make you rich, especially in this day. If I hear the word automation one more time from a law firm, I'm going to rip my hair out. We're working on our automations. We're fixing our automations. We're making our automations better. Whoa, time out. Tell me about your phone calls. Your outbound phone calls, not your inbound phone calls. Show me the math there of how many outbound calls to yesterday's leads, to past clients, to re-engage them and see where you can help. Because if that's not occurring, you need to put your time, energy, and money into that before automations. And so many people are hiding out behind technology. And when your prospective client gets a phone call from you, even in criminal defense, they're grateful. It shows that you care. We're not letting you fall through our cracks because we know what we offer is so important to you. Voicemail versus people that spoke with. I love this. People are like, okay, are we tracking the voicemails people left us voicemails or the voicemails that we left when we did dialing for dollar campaigns? I'm like, it applies to outbound calls. Why? Because leaving a voicemail is not the same as having a conversation. However, a voicemail is a touch, and we want to track every touch. We want to put in the CRM that we called Molly McGrath today on October 1st or November 1st, whenever it is, and left a voicemail. And lo and behold, Molly came back and came in for her sales meeting and signed an engagement agreement on January 1st, 6 months later, or what have you. you, but I constantly was touching them with the voicemail so I can see my conversions. A conversation is a conversion opportunity. A voicemail is a conversion opportunity. We continue to follow up until they buy, die, or unsubscribe. And if you're not separating the two, you're lying to yourself about the activity level. So it's a mindset shift. We want to defend your rules. We want to defend your data, and we want to create clarity. And when you create clarity, you drive accountability. And when you drive accountability, you multiply conversions. So today, this is what we're talking about. Start having your team grab a tracker and tighten it up. New lead calls equals new opportunities. Client care calls equal second chance or back from the dead or dialing for dollars. Cancellations, reschedules are not red flags. It doesn't mean that they're tire kickers and plate lickers like people say. People are calling us to tell them what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and what not to do. Don't cancel your appointment. My attorney's booked out for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, what have you. Let me tell you, stories sell, data tells. Let me tell you about Bob who called and canceled last month and tell you about his daughter who called yesterday. And we had to give the bad news that Bob kept canceling his appointments. People want you to tell them what to do. That's why they're calling a law firm. And then voicemail versus who we spoke to. It's a reality check. What's working? Does our average buyer respond to phone? Do they respond to text? Do they respond to automation? Which one is winning? And how many calls is it taking to get Molly, lead from 7 months ago, back into our pipeline? Oh, it was call number 6. Okay, we know call number 6 is converting at the highest time. So this is how we stop chasing shadows and these esoteric vanity metrics and start tracking the truth. Because the truth converts. And so I love the questions for all of you that are showing up in the 30-day challenge. Congratulations for asking the questions. Congratulations for playing full out. And congratulations for being your law firm's hero when you are giving data and information versus emotions called we're all so busy and overwhelmed.
I'm so tired of micromanaging. How do I train, manage, and lead? I can't find time to be visionary. Head down in the weeds.